Alright, Goober is standing in the middle of the... He was rolling around. I can't remember what you call these plants. They're really, really tall. And the cold, they've died. On the other side of the fence, there's a whole pile of these. And they're already starting to grow back up. Little pieces of green. He was rolling around in here. I don't know, he found something interesting. And Kaylee, I forgot to ask Dad why this dog's name is Goober. I'll have to ask him. I'll ask him and get back with you. Hey, Goober. Hey, Goober. He's a miniature Doberman Pinscher. They call them mini pins. And there's Wren over there. I forget what the actual name of the dog is, the kind of dog. Some kind of a wolf. Or part wolf or something. So hello to my dear friends, how are you? I am still in Texas, just a little bit longer. It is Tuesday afternoon. I was going to leave here on Monday, spend the night in Oklahoma on Monday night and be home today. Like, I would probably already be home by now, or maybe right about now. My dad hasn't been feeling well since I've been here. He's up today and doing his normal routine and seems really well today. He's also trying really hard because he doesn't want to delay me from going home. My mom left this morning to go to Austin, which is about 2.5 hours from here. She's doing some work there. She's retired, but she still does work for colleges. She's going to I don't know the name of the school, but it's an art school, like a real prestigious art school in Austin. She's going there for 2 days. She'll be back on Thursday morning. So I told Dad I would stay today to see how he does. He's been up since 4:30 this morning, 4 o'clock this morning, doing his normal routine. He takes care of the animals in the morning, and then at 6 o'clock in the morning he goes and has coffee with his buddies. He hasn't gone to have coffee with his buddies at 6 a.m. since I got here, so it's a really big deal that he was able to go this morning, and he's been up and around. We went out for lunch. He hasn't been out of the house for days, so we went out for lunch today, made a couple of stops, and he got out at all the stops, and he seems like he's doing really well, but I also know that he hasn't done very much for so many days. I know from personal experience how this girl is. I will do too much because I've been down, and all of a sudden, you know, I'm raring to go, so I get up and I do too much, and I'm concerned that Dad may possibly be doing that today. So I'll just kind of see how he does. So I'm really kind of looking at leaving early on Thursday morning because I can leave before Mom actually gets here because she'll be here in the morning. So if I leave on Thursday morning, go to Oklahoma, leave really early on Friday morning, I'm trying to get home so that I can go to the Holy Ghost rally on Friday night at our church. It's the biggest service we have all year. It's my favorite service all year. I'm really excited about going. Mom and Dad don't even know about this service. I haven't mentioned it because I didn't want to put any pressure on them that I needed to be back for something specific. If I miss that service, it's not the end of the world. It's just something I would really like to be there for, if at all possible. I am on the hospitality team, so I'm supposed to be helping in some capacity. They're doing a run-through on how they're actually doing the greeting and whatever it is that they're going to be doing on Thursday night with the hospitality team. They're running through that on Thursday night. I will definitely miss that. I'm assuming, I sent a note out today assuming that I am still on the schedule, so we'll kind of see how that does, but making sure that Dad is not left alone if he's not up to it is more important than me getting to town to be at a service. But leaving Thursday morning would give me time. If I leave really early from Oklahoma on Friday, I can do that. Let's see if he's going to roll around for you so you can see how he rolls around, because it's pretty funny to watch him. He's pretty funny, that old Goober is. Goober, Goober, Goober. No, he's just sniffing around. Sniffing around. Oh, he's got to go potty. I've gotten, I have, somebody, I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was. You told me you were a new subscriber and you have asked for a video specifically about my religion and how it affects my daily life and a whole bunch of questions about that, and I will be happy to make a video on that. And it's interesting to me that you are interested in knowing more about that, so I'd be happy to. But I can't answer this much, in addition to making a specific video, that the way that I live for God is every single part of me. It's not just on Sunday, it's not just on Wednesday night, it's not just when I go for a special service, but it is every minute of every day that I live, because I live my life for God. And was it Paul that said, pray without ceasing? That is a true thing. Always praying. It's important to have personal prayer where you're sitting down or whatever position you're in, but it is specific time that you are praying to God. But outside of that prayer and talking to God is just so much of everything. Like walking through the kitchen and figuring out, on the few times that I'm actually going to cook, I'm looking for something to cook, and so I have a conversation with God, and I say, well, God, what do you think? I have this and this, what do you think would be a good idea? I know that you don't really care what we eat for dinner, but, can you help me find something that everybody else would enjoy or appreciate eating? It's just literally everything that I'm doing. It is, God is in my head, and God is, I'm talking to God with my thoughts, and He's just everything, because He is just part of my very being. So that answers part of that, but I'll put it in an actual video and give it a little thought, and hopefully it'll make some sense and we'll answer your questions that you've asked me. Somebody else said, let's see, was it Tommy? Tommy, did you ask me when are we going to see Micah again? I'm so sorry. Micah is still Skyping with me when Deb is there. Regina is there right now, and she just sent me the cutest picture of Sophie and Lily sitting in the front window of the house, and the caption she wrote was, "We miss you." And then she sent me a picture of Micah outside in her sunglasses, sitting in her wheelchair, and Regina and Micah went around the block because the weather must be really good today. Everybody is ready for me to be home, but they're doing just fine without me. The CNA was late this morning. I don't know if William was late for work or not. So I did send a note to the CNA company, because the day I left town, the CNA was 20 minutes late. That specific CNA I know has trouble getting to the house. I just needed her to be there. But the problem is, when these girls come and they have less than an hour to get Micah ready to go out to the van, they cannot do all of the things that are important for Micah's morning routine, which is standing in the stander, which is weight bearing, which is sitting in the chair to eat her breakfast. That is physical therapy for her, plus they do some range of motion. If they get there at 7, which is when the schedule starts, then they have plenty of time to get all of those things. Now they kind of have to, get with it when they get there, but they do have time to do all of the things that are important for Micah's morning routine. But the one this morning that was late is, she comes from she does an overnight shift in another town. I don't remember exactly how far away it is. I don't remember if she has to wait for a CNA to take her place when she gets there, but it is difficult for her to get there on time, and it was like 25 minutes past the hour when she got there this morning. There is a new office manager at the CNA company, and she sent me an email, and she said, I have sent a note out. There shouldn't be any more problem with people being late, and you just let me know if there's a problem. And I said, okay, I absolutely will. And I told her that if they have less than an hour, if they're looking at 45 minutes or so, or less sometimes, because they're running so late. And this has been a constant weekly thing that I'm now having trouble with, of girls coming in really past the hour and not having enough time to really take care of Micah, to get her out the door. But the most important thing is that Micah does get out the door. So, not a complete complaint, This is just part of having a child that has special needs and asking for help to come in to help me. Overall, everything runs well. Overall, Mike is taken care of. Overall, the CNAs and the company love Micah. So, those are not hate comments. It's just part of what happens when you have a special needs person that you're taking care of and you're depending on other people to help you. And I need them, and they do a great job. Just the details get caught up sometimes. So anyway, this is the news today, and I hope all is well with you. Say hello in the comments, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Uh-oh. Okay, there goes Ren over there. He'll go over there by Victor, and he'll go over there and start a fight through the fence.